We have had a number of small businesses. This is my third year on that committee, and we've had a number of small businesses who come to us, and they have told us firsthand, regulations are crushing us. We had an example. It was a member of it was a defense contractor, small business, and he was talking about what one regulation could mean. He held up this 4-inch 3-ring binder, and he said, "If you pass this, you put me out of business." I am a small business. I don't have the luxury of having a legal department that I can give this to. I don't have the luxury of having a compliance department that will handle this for me. I have to go out and I have to hire people just to be able to comply to this one regulation. This will cost me at least $100,000. My margins are this thick. If you do this, you are going to put me out of business. And Ways and Means, we've been going out in field hearings. Chairman Jason Smith has been very focused on small businesses and getting us out of the D.C. mentality, going out to places in Minnesota, in Oklahoma, all over the country, and talking to these small business owners. And what they have told us all the time, I mean, I don't care where you are in the country, I don't care what industry you're in, the government is not acting in our best behalf right now. They are crushing us with over-regulations. They are crushing us by paying people to stay home and not let them out in the workforce. With everything that we are seeing, they are hurting American businesses in favor of foreign businesses. That has got to stop. Last week in the Small Business Administration, I was very happy because I thought, in the Small Business Committee hearing, I was really excited because I thought I had a bill that was answering the requests that we have heard from small businesses all across the country for the last several years, including in my district. We said, we're trying to codify basically how to shorten and make smaller, constrict the ever-growing layer upon layer of regulations. So I just had a bill that I had introduced last session, didn't go anywhere this session, we got it out of committee, that said for every regulation that the SBA puts in place, it has to be budget negative or budget neutral. Meaning you can't keep hiring people. You can't keep increasing the cost of government on small businesses. Go through your list of regulations that are outdated, that are duplicative, that have not ended up in the results that you were expecting when you put them in place. We all know there are thousands and thousands of pages that they could do that with. I was expecting that to be a bipartisan support. We had 4 amendments against it. Not one Democrat voted for that. But we got that out. It's a small step. And quite honestly, I think we need to extend that to pretty much every agency. There is a lot of fat that they could cut. It is crushing our small businesses. And what we heard from our panel last week on oversight in small business was we heard from healthcare providers that said it's not what we're doing in the private sector that's killing us. It's what you're doing in the public sector that is forcing us to have to sell our practices. Because when you start adding on regulatory inflictions of pain on top of what's happening with inflation and interest rates, you are killing us.